Hi, I'm Joe Majori with Desert Dimensions Properties, and this morning we're talking about the condensed timeline for what a short sale is, approximately how long it takes, and what the dynamics are that are involved in that process. The short sale process really gets kicked off by contract acceptance, and that's a buyer and a seller coming to an agreement. The seller signs a contract, you've got an offer that is pending, now the seller's lender approving it. From there, you go to submission, which is when the seller's agent will take that entire package, submit it to the lender. The hopes is that they will receive it, acknowledge that it's complete, and then quickly move it to a negotiator. That process can take anywhere from 2 to 3 days to maybe 2 to 3 weeks, depending on the backlog for the lender and a couple of other factors if they need to ask for more paperwork or documentation or extra things for their file. Past that point, you get to the point where it's really reviewed, and that's where the negotiator is going to review the contract. They're going to order the BPO. This process between the BPO and the review is one of the longer points in the process. It usually takes about 30 days, give or take, and that's the broker's price opinion is done. That's where the seller's lender is going to get their idea of value for the property. That's the value that they're going to use to negotiate. Really review that contract and see if the price that they're going to net from the offer is in line with their range for what they believe the value of the property is. Once they get past that, really the whole thing is going to go over to the investor for that ultimate review, and sometimes that review it can take 2 maybe 3 months. Sometimes they take less, but typically that 2-month mark is about the right time frame there. They can stretch out longer if there's a big backload of files for the investor. They can stretch out longer if they decide that they want to counter. Maybe they feel like they need to bring that up. The investor's not willing to accept it with the net that they're going to get. So there's a lot of different factors that can push that out. But typically that 2 to 3 month mark is about where that will fall. And really once you get past that point, you go to an agreement notice, which is where the seller's lender says, yep, let's do it. You can, with these terms, you can get this property closed. And from there, realistically, you can look at closing within 30 to 45 days, and things kind of fall more in line with a traditional sale at that point. So, overall, short sale can take you probably about 3 months or so. Sometimes they can push closer to 4 or 5, but really that 3 to 4 month mark is about the right sale process for a short sale. Have a great morning.